It just ended. It was a very successful day today.
And I'm in the Medical Science Academy.
I'm in Marketing YA.
So I'm actually going for business.
The skills and experience I have gained through my youth apprenticeship, I can take with me throughout my whole life.
I learned to use a new business software.
Public speaking and my communication skills have gone through the roof.
I get time during my day at school to work and earn money for my college.
Train like a technician, but to eventually become a certified tech.
Being an apprentice really gives you experience that others probably won't have, so it looks great on your resume.
But my favorite part about being a youth apprentice is that I got both my friends to join me. So now every time I go to work, I get to work with my friends, which makes the job a ton more fun.
See all my friends with $250,000 worth of student loan debt. I don't have any of that. I don't have to worry about none of that.
I'm stable, I have a stable job. If I get laid off, I could easily get another job within the union.
I love being a youth apprentice, and I think you will too.
So yeah, I hope this kind of gives you a first glance at what youth apprentice programs have to offer.
If you have the opportunity, take it.
If you're not an apprentice, what are you waiting for?
Hi, Eric. Welcome. It's great to have you here.
Maria. Good morning, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It has been just terrific to have you at JFF the past few years, really working to build out apprenticeship models across the country. And just want to give you a few minutes to tell us, what the center's been up to, what you're most excited about, and maybe plug a few of the sessions that are coming up that are going to be going deeper into apprenticeship.
Who, me? I'd be delighted to, Maria. Thanks.
I have to twist your arm.
Yeah, right. Hey, thanks so much. Good afternoon. Good morning, everybody. It's really exciting to be here today. And, that video was just a great mashup of a number of youth across the country. And I think you got a taste of it. We'll be announcing the winner of that competition shortly. But before we go on, I want to give a quick shout out to a group in Boston called Artists for Humanity. They're a Boston-based nonprofit that works with over 300 Boston teens and paid apprenticeship in visual arts and creative industries. It's a great organization. They edited this video for us, and kudos to them. You should check them out online. That's Artists for Humanity. Thanks so much. I hope they're listening today because those kids did a great job. It was interesting, Maria, hearing Brad talk and seeing just the video of the manufacturing, the precision, the skills, the mathematics, the science. If anybody thinks those sort of jobs are second-rate jobs, or anything like that, they're sadly mistaken. High precision and a great deal of effort in those jobs, and looked like an apprenticeship job to me. But the center, we launched a center a couple of years ago, as you said, and we're a resource and capacity builder and technical assistance provider for the burgeoning apprenticeship system. And President Obama in his State of the Union in 2014 set a goal for the country to double the number of apprentices. And double and diversify. So get double the number of apprentices and diversify, not only in terms of women and people of color and young men and women of color and people with disabilities, but also diversify the industries and occupations. So it's no longer your grandfather's apprenticeship system, Maria, that we know from years ago, right? When we were first getting into the field. It is far more apprenticeship. Yes, it's in building trades, and yes, it's in manufacturing, but it's also in IT and cybersecurity and healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and a range of other industries and occupation. And why is that? Because the model, the pedagogy is so good, right? Learn and earn, apply what you get in the classroom with your hands on the job. There couldn't be anything better than that, and you get paid while you're doing it. It is not an alternative or a second chance or second choice option. As my former boss, Secretary of Labor, used to say, it's the other four-year degree except without the debt. So apprenticeship really is an opportunity. And since we launched the center a few years ago, and thanks to your vision, Maria, and all the support from Kathy Manis and people along the way, we secured a lot of different funding from a lot of different folks to really reach out. And so while we're working in adult apprenticeships across the country, a lot of our work has been focused on in-school youth and out-of-school youth and apprenticeships, two very challenging populations to get an apprenticeship. And the interesting thing, I didn't know this before I came to JFF I call it getting Maria. I was just going to do some temporary work with you, and I ended up full-time. Thanks, Maria. But it was a chance to start something up and really address some of these issues that are going on in apprenticeship today, and your support. And then just for later on this afternoon, I'll be doing a session at 2 o'clock with IBM, Tectonic, and Aon, and Tech SF on apprenticeship. And then at 3 o'clock today, I believe there's a manufacturing session on apprenticeship. And tomorrow at 2, Deborah Kobus is going to be leading a panel, or joining a panel with our friends from CareerWise Colorado, Noah Ginsberg, and the crew.
Awesome. Great.
Yep. But, as you know, Maria, we're going through a major transformation since 2014, and expansions from a largely blue-collar union and building trade-based program to a more widely accepted innovation in the U.S. job training system. Prior to 5 years ago, there was hardly any investment in apprenticeship in this country, and the last 5 years, about $1 billion have been invested, federal investment, Obama administration, this current administration, and a lot of bipartisan support on Capitol Hill, who's really interested in this as a strategy. So it's increased exponentially. It's proven itself by data and evidence, which you're always talking to us about, Maria. But wages of $70,000 a year average, completion rates higher than many colleges and community colleges. Sorry to you educators on the line. And those rates go up when supportive services are applied. And then the most important thing about apprenticeship is, and again, this is data driven, it's 94% job retention. So in a time when, 2 months ago, when there was a lot of churn and a lot of need in the labor market, that stability and longevity on the job is really critical. I'm not sure it was as much as loyalty as it was a co-investment by both the employer and the apprentice. So that's been very interesting to see. Most apprenticeships focus these days on increasing diversity, equity, and equal access because we've done so poorly in the past. And I know that's one of our priorities, is to focus on that and bring more women, people of color, and people with disabilities in. And also not just that, but look at the wage disparities in apprenticeship, of which are significant. Wage disparities throughout the workforce system, right? So apprenticeship really helps get to that. You'll be hearing later on this afternoon from folks who really zero in and focus on apprenticeship as a diversity and equity strategy, not only to diversify your workforce, that's easier for some folks, but really to give people an opportunity to advance, and that's where the equity comes from in here.
Great, awesome. I think I'm gonna wrap you up here.
Okay.
And encourage folks to join the breakout sessions that Eric mentioned. We've got a lot of great content, and a lot of different threads of this issue. But before we go, we definitely want to show the winning video. So do you want to tee that up?
Absolutely, Maria. Thanks for cutting me off as usual. I appreciate that. You're getting much better at it. So we ran a national competition because the promise of apprenticeship, the average age of apprenticeship in the US is 29, and in Europe it's 17, and there's a growing movement in school and out of school youth apprenticeships. So in order to get some attention and focus on that, we did a national competition. To youth, if you're a youth apprentice, we want to see a video. We want to hear what you have to say about it to get other people involved. So I'll announce the winner momentarily, and we'll show the video. But prior to that, I would just say that youth apprenticeship there's over 100 communities that are doing it now, a lot of innovation going on, and we think it's an opportunity in the future to connect young people to high school and post-secondary options and bridging the gaps between secondary and post-secondary work.
And really,
we had judges on this: Olivia Bell, Zach Boren, Victoria Long, Brent Parton, and Ariana Peles and Andrea Messing-Mathy. Our third place winner was Noah Miller from Optimax in the Finger Lakes region of New York, an optical manufacturer. Our second place winner was Fernando Vasquez of Machine Specialties of the Gulford Apprenticeship Program in Gulford County, North Carolina. And today we're announcing the winner of our national challenge. Brendan Roland, 18, of Marathon, Wisconsin, receives a cash prize of $1,000. He's a youth apprenticeship at Elite Electrical Contractors, and he was promised an audience of 1,000 in New Orleans, but instead it's virtual, and he's getting an audience of 5,000. So congratulations, Brendan. It was a nice little video. 1 minute, you said a lot. So let's go roll the video, and thank you, Maria.
Congratulations, Brandon, and thank you, Eric.
All right, see you soon.
Hi, I'm Brendan Roland, and I'm an electrical youth apprentice. Not only has youth apprenticeship helped get me a good paying job while I'm in high school, but it also gets me an extra credit for college. In the electrical industry, we need lots of different types of tools to get the job done right. Which is the case in most jobs. Your boss may require you to get tools or clothes that you don't really have. Through your school's Youth Apprenticeship Fund, I can get reimbursed for anything you need to buy for work. That way I can get high quality tools without breaking my bank account. Also through my job, I have first aid and OSHA training, which is good knowledge to have. But my favorite part about being a youth apprentice is that I got both my friends to join me. So now every time I go to work, I get to work with my friends, which makes the job a ton more fun.
Being a youth apprentice is a fun way to meet people and gain real-world experiences that you won't gain in high school. I love being a youth apprentice, and I think you will too.